Hi, I'm Chef Chuck Quirino Cuneta Jr. of Verde View Restaurant in Alfonso and Mang Cesar's Lechon. Please watch Film Moda Celebrity Trends hosted by Mario Labad this Saturday. Exclusively aired on Global TV Network at 8 p.m. See you there. Hi, I'm Chef Chuck Quirino Cuneta Jr. of Verde View Restaurant in Alfonso and Mang Cesar's Lechon. Please watch Film Moda Celebrity Trends hosted by Mario Labad this Saturday. Exclusively aired on Global TV Network at 8 p.m. See you there.
Hi everyone, I'm Mario Labad and welcome to Film Moda Celebrity Trends, where beautiful people meet and every story must be heard. Tonight we have another exciting guest. He will not only satisfy your gastronomical appetite, but he will also gratify your curiosity. The kind of life he has, since he belongs to two famous family names, both in politics and in showbiz, with a distinguished ancestral line to boast. And of course, he is a chef. So join us in our quest for truth and information so we can reach more people and touch more lives in sharing our guests' views and insights in life and learn from his ideas, be entertained with his wits, and definitely be inspired with his story. Just stay tuned and relax as we unravel to you the truth direct from the origin of the story in this global ambiguous time. But before we go on, I would like to thank our very supportive producers, Tito Georgia Veloso of Film Moda and Boss Norwin Crespo of Global TV Network. Now, as I have mentioned earlier, our guest tonight is a chef, a culinary arts graduate from ISCHAM, International School for Culinary Arts and Hotel Management in QC, and worked in a high-end resto in the US before coming home to create his own name in the restaurant industry. The great-grandson of the late President Elpidio Quirino and the grandson of the late Mayor Pablo Coneta of Pasay City. And of course, he's the nephew of two famous celebrities in the country today, the megastar Miss Sharon Cuneta and the wellness diva Miss Cory Quirino, and the son of the equally famous and beautiful and artist Miss Connie Quirino. Please welcome Chef Chuck Quirino Cuneta.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening, Chef. How are you?
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome, welcome. And before we go on, I would just like to thank Miss Cory Quirino, your mom, Miss Connie, and Miss Anne for allowing you to join us tonight. And Happy New Year to both of you.
Happy New Year also.
Okay, now, before we touch on the salient points of this interview, let's start with the appetizer.
Okay.
I just want to know, how's life under the pandemic, both as a chef and as an entrepreneur?
It's as for all of us, it's really hard. I guess we have this extra strength that our last straw that we pull from ourselves just to keep it together. I'm sure it's not just us having a rough time right now. I mean, everybody in the world is. I guess it's based on life's instinct to survive.
Mhm. What challenges have you encountered brought by the crisis, Chef?
Well, apart from depleting my savings for the past year, it's really hard to get back on your feet. I guess I'm climbing the ladder again. Um, I don't know what it's just so for everyone it's emotional, especially for me because I'm just a salary man. Um, I guess it's hard to explain for now.
Yeah, I understand. So, what have you learned with this crisis, Chef?
Well, I learned that you can't just spend everything you have. No, you have to keep some for emergencies. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's best not to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just
Oh, it's
I
okay.
really had a hard time last year, and
Mm-hmm.
we're still recovering.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, let's go to the main course, or rather, the main topic. Just curious. You are
Okay.
the only chef in the family, right?
No, my eldest brother Paul.
Oh.
He also graduated from the same school I did. We were
Uh-huh.
in different classrooms.
Uh-huh. And he's also
Uh,
into restaurant business right now.
yeah, he's in. No, I don't think he pursued going into the kitchen world like I did
Uh-huh.
because he
Uh-huh.
had his own thing. I guess.
Mhm. Ah, okay. Now, I'm just curious, how did it start? That you start to become a chef?
I was a young kid. I remembered I was still living in Makati in my
Mm-hmm.
lola's house, and on the basement of the house there was a dirty kitchen. My lola would always go out every day to the market early in the morning buying fish, meat, vegetables, and then coming home I can smell this aroma coming from outside the window. So it made me
Mm-hmm.
curious also. So I went to the dirty kitchen. I said, Mita, because that's what we called her.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I said, Mita, what are you
Madame
cooking?
Elaine, that's Madame
Yeah,
Elaine.
that's my Mita Elaine. God rest her soul, she passed away already.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, so I said, what are you cooking? And she said, Anak, this is buro. It smells like medyas, but this is very good for you. Kasi she's from Pampanga.
Ah,
So
okay.
I said, no, it
And
smells
then,
panis na.
mhm.
They said, no, 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 look, taste it. I said, okay, so if it smells bad, it tastes good. So it got me
Oh,
curious.
how young were you then?
I was only 5 or 6 years old.
Oh,
I was
would you
fascinated
consider
by
that she's the
cooking.
biggest influence in your life as a chef?
Um, Everyone in my family kasi likes food. My
Yeah,
dad,
I
my
know Miss
mom.
Sharon loves lechon.
One of the favorites talaga.
Yes, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Then when did you learn to cook?
I learned, I started practicing at home basically.
Mhm.
I'd
At
watch,
what age?
I think that was right, 8 years old, 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I actually
And what was
burned
the
like
first dish you cooked?
first dish I cooked was a burnt adobo pusit.
Oh,
Burnt
was
adobo.
it good? Did your mamita love it?
No, she didn't. She said it's like eating slippers. I
I
know.
love this interview. Now, was there ever a time in your life, chef, that you considered other career than being a chef?
Well, I was influenced to getting into the show business, but I'm a
Now,
very
I wanted to
humble.
ask you about that later.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, it's okay.
Inunahan
We
na
can,
kita.
and then what happened? What
Well,
halted your desire to be in showbiz?
I'm a shy person kasi.
Uh,
I'm very humble. I don't really like attention. I don't know if it's
mhm.
something wrong or I'm just comfortable being behind the scenes.
But were you not encouraged by Tita Sharon or your cousin Casey to try?
So, but I really didn't have it in me. I guess I'm a late bloomer.
Mm. Mm.
I was very shy when I was a kid growing up until my teen years. And when I became an adolescent, it lessened because of my exposure to different people in different kitchens.
Mm.
So there's this level of intimidation that made me mature more faster. So here I'm doing this interview now, which is very surprising.
Well, I'm sure you've been to a lot of interviews in the past.
Oh yeah, employer interviews.
Oh no, no, media interview.
No.
Really? Well, I'm
I try
glad.
to keep away.
I'm glad you're. I'm glad you joined us tonight. Then, how long have you been working professionally as a chef?
I can say 9 years.
Oh, in
Nine
that
years.
in that 9 years, how long you work abroad, right?
Yes, I did. I worked in Qatar.
Mm. For how
So
long?
a year and 2 months, I think. I can't remember.
In Qatar, so you love to cook. Uh, what do you call this? Spicy food.
Oh yeah, the curries,
The curries.
the chicken kabsa. Well, usually the food there is also a mix of Mediterranean cuisine also. So they're
Yes.
really into spices like cumin, cinnamon, the strong stuff, which is very, healthy naman.
Yeah. Mhm. Now, you are the head chef of Verde View Resto in Tagaytay.
Yes,
The,
that's correct.
and the food you serve there is Filipino, right?
Yes, Filipino
So,
with a
why
little bit
Pinoy?
of international.
Okay, but basically, because I got the photos from your mom. She
Uh-huh.
sent me some more on the Filipino dishes. So
Okay.
it's a combination of various cuisines.
Yes, correct.
How long have you been with Verde View?
Going 3 years this May 28th.
Okay. When you were still in school, did you specialize into any particular cuisine, or it's
Mm,
halo-halo?
it's a bit of halo-halo because they
Uh-huh.
trained us to adapt to different ingredients, different
Mm-hmm.
approaches to different equipment, how to use it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's my love of food that also got me adapted to different cuisines. So I learned a bit fast also.
Mm-hmm. When you work abroad, did you also serve Filipino dishes?
No, just to my co-workers na
You
adobo kami.
didn't introduce any something what exotic food from the Philippines?
Well, they like the chicken adobo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Now, in terms of the menu in your resto, who decides the food list?
Me and
Oh, okay.
my operations manager, the son of my employer, is Carlo Tagudin.
Now, of course, in Tagaytay, of course, there are lots of Filipino restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then, what makes Verde View the Filipino resto to be if you are in the area? Or what makes
Uh,
it unique as a
Unique
resto?
as a resto, I guess the friendly atmosphere. You
Mhm.
have your traditional kubo areas. You have
Oh.
your nice function event halls.
Mhm.
So it can cater to different types of people. The middle class, the upper class, especially the food. We
What?
serve comfort food also.
Mm-hmm. What's your best sellers in Verde View?
Bestseller is the rib eye. The rib eye steak with
Okay.
duck liver sauce and our binagoongan bagnet.
Mm. And are the prices competitive with the nearby restos?
Very, very competitive. We tend to keep it at an affordable price so everyone can enjoy.
Mm-hmm. So you're mostly done with Filipino dishes, the Verde View.
Yeah, Filipino. We have pizzas now. We have
Oh.
pastas also.
Mhm.
We're still working on it. We're improving it. Upgrading gradually.
Mhm.
Oh, we're
Then
gonna be a spot to be.
okay, that's good. Then you set up your own business with some partners also, the Bang Cesar's Litson Manok. when
Kailangan
when
yata
did when did
palit
Bang
ng damit.
when did Bang Cesar start?
That was brought about by desperation, I guess you can call it like that.
Mm,
My fiance Anne had a lechon machine before, and it was just
okay.
stuck in the garage for a long time. And she said,
Mhm.
why don't you just start making lechon manok, go on the street and just make kawai kawai so they'd come and buy it.
Uh-huh.
So that's what we basically did, no? And then from
Oh.
there, the people started liking it. They'd call again, say, may lechon ka ba ngayon? And I said, naku, wala akong uling. Kailangan pumunta ng palengke. Bibili ako ng uling.
So,
Tama-tama, pag
aside
uwi
from
ko,
that,
brown out pa. So, hindi ko magamit yung lechon machine na yun. Sabi ko, boss, pwedeng inihaw na lang muna.
so aside from the Litsun Manok, you also offer other dishes, Filipino dishes
Yeah,
too.
we have the lechon baka.
I saw that.
We use Angus meat, but I can't
Mm,
say what part no because it's very top secret.
yes, I understand. so it can also be a parang sit-in dining, this Mang Cesar.
Yeah, now our store is in Pioneer Street Market in Mandaluyong.
Yeah. I used to work in that area before.
Oh, talaga. So you should go
Oo.
there. You should buy
No,
also.
wala na. That's long time. I was working with Woman Today magazine. That's where
Okay.
I met Miss
But we
Cory
do
Quirino.
deliver, huh? Just in case if you want to try.
No, I'm here in Sukat now.
Okay. That's
Oo.
very far,
So,
but we can still deliver. No problem.
okay. But the Verdi you don't. Verdi
No.
View you don't deliver. Uh-huh.
No.
So, how would you differentiate Mang Cesar and the Verdi View?
Well, Verde View is a league of
A
its
little bit
own,
high
I guess.
end. More formal?
Formal,
Mhm.
because we also cater to baptisms and weddings.
Oh,
Mang-
events.
Yeah, events. And
Uh-huh.
Mang Cesar's is a lechon manok takeout counter
Mhm.
thing. No, a thing you can buy every day.
But there are tables too to serve.
In
They want to
Pioneer
eat
Street
there.
Market, yeah, there are
Yeah,
tables
there are
there.
tables.
There's
Uh-huh.
an inuman place.
Yeah, oo nga eh.
Yeah.
So how so how do you divide your time from Mang Cesar and Mang to Tagaytay? How's time management so
Time
far?
management. I prepare the meat for our store usually around 10 in the evening up to it depends what time I finish, like 3 in the morning.
Mhm.
Then I get to sleep naman, and then I wake up at 6 in the morning just to have coffee, get ready for work. It's
Oh.
I guess the pandemic also made me stronger in a way.
Mhm. Where are you more comfortable? The Mang Cesars or the Verdi View?
A little
O
bit of
magkaiba
both.
ba? Magkaiba ba ang fulfillment?
Just the same. It's just the
Okay.
same because parang sobrang sanay na akong maraming ginagawa, maraming inaatupag. So it became a normal thing.
Mhm.
Sometimes nga, I try to sleep, but my mind is still working. It's still thinking and thinking. I can't
Thinking
sleep.
for food every night before you go to sleep. How do you upgrade your menu in Verdi View?
Um,
Do you do research too?
yeah, you're supposed to, make sabay with the uso. That's what they say.
Uh-huh.
So you can't just stay on one kind of cuisine. No, you have to
Mhm.
sabay. Like every 3 months, you're supposed to change the palate of the public. I guess you can call it
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
So there's fusion, no? You can mix two kinds of cuisines. You can mix Filipino American. You can experiment, but that takes a lot of time and research talaga.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's
How
not
is the how is the resto business being
right now.
affected with pandemic, chef?
It's affected in a lot of ways. A lot of employees were retrenched.
Mhm.
Um, I'm just glad that I wasn't one of them.
Mhm.
Um, the seats that we covered daily got split in half or more.
Oh. Mhm.
So we only get busy on the weekends. Sometimes we deliver. It's basically the events that take over. They cover all the empty days. It's hard on everyone here. Lots of restaurants also closed. So
Mhm. At
everyone's
least by
focused.
now, there are already events in
Oh,
Verdi.
there are a lot of
And
events now. Things are
uh,
picking up again. Parang balik sa
okay.
normal nga, pero nag-iingat pa din.
Okay. Parang you practice the health protocols.
Yes, kulang ang PPE kaso sobrang init na pag sinuot namin yan.
And of course, as I've mentioned earlier, the fulfillment in Mang Cesar's,
Mhm.
it's your part owner, right?
Yes, that's right.
So a different kind of fee, a different kind of pagsisipag compared to Verdi View. Is that safe to say?
I guess you can say it's my baby in a way.
Uh,
Kasi it brought something good when I was in need, and
mhm.
I'm just thankful na it happened. It's a blessing, I guess.
Uh-huh. How often do you change your menu?
Our menu for the restaurant or
Yeah,
for
the restaurant. Is it what every 6 months, 3 months?
we do it now every 6 months, but we
Uh-huh.
retain the best sellers.
Uh-huh. Now, have you invited your famous aunt, the megastar, in the resto?
I'm not sure if she goes out of the house.
Oh, but I'm sure you have cooked for her.
Yeah, on certain occasions like Christmas,
Yeah, anong
when
favorite niya sa mga naluto mo?
I guess you can say the wagyu siguro, the steak.
Oh.
Kasi lagi naman may lechon sila, so hindi ko naman
Oo.
magagawa yan.
And how about your mom? What's her favorite?
My mom's
Verdi
favorite?
View.
My mom likes pusit. She
Oh.
likes fish.
Mm-hmm.
She likes vegetables, which is
Mm-hmm.
very obvious. She's not a
Mm-hmm.
picky eater naman, just as long as walang taba and not too
Okay.
oily.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Now, of course, your Miss Cory is a vegetarian. What did you
Mhm.
serve her when she was there?
I gave her a pancit, luglog
Oh,
with no
okay.
meat,
Without meat.
no meat,
Uh-huh.
grilled fish. But I don't think she touched it.
Oh.
She didn't touch it. She had chop suey with no meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she likes a pusit. I think she liked
Oh.
the pusit. So
Fish. She likes fish too.
yeah, she likes fish.
Yeah, yeah.
The
How about
laing.
laing? Yeah, because when we were in Bicol, she loves the laing at the pinangat.
Yeah, the pinangat.
Yeah.
That's our version of laing at the restaurant.
Okay. And your dad, what's his favorite in your resto? Or any food you cook?
My dad,
Yeah.
the bulalo.
Oh. You
Yeah,
serve it in Verdi View.
yeah.
Mm.
It's the beef shank is 800 grams, so it's really
Oh.
big. It's like
Oh.
good for 3 to 4 people. I can't finish it kahit gutom na gutom ako.
Now, as an entrepreneur chef, did you seek advice from Miss Corey or Miss Sharon in terms of handling a business?
I talked to my tita Cory, 'cause
Uh-huh.
she's more in tune to these kinds of things.
Mm-hmm. What
She
did she say? What did she advise you?
she said no, just you have to be consistent. You have to You have to be honest with everyone. She guides me basically.
Mm-hmm.
She said just don't be afraid, just practice, and maybe it'll be a hit one day. And she's there to support me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very thankful for her. I have my family also.
Mm-hmm. Now,
If I
how
if I
about
lose hope, they're all there.
your mom? Did she give you some advice, some pieces of advice too?
Yeah, she makes me kulit pa nga eh.
Like,
Why
mag-open
don't
ka
you make
na.
something? Why you have your chili sauce? Why don't you just include it in the menu also?
Ah.
Make it fair now with the chicken. Just like that.
No. No,
Ikaw nang kulang na lang. Ikaw na lang magpatakbo.
she was so excited kanina nag-uusap kami. Kasi we haven't seen each other for quite some time.
Talaga?
Oo, Miss World Philippines time pa yata yun.
Oh.
And you were still small then.
Oh.
Anyway, as a chef, what is your goal and vision?
My goal is to keep on going, learning new trends, approach to food, learning new cuisines. Kasi it's a never-ending learning process being a chef. There's no limit. Anyone can become a chef. It's just dedication and discipline sa talaga.
Was there ever a time that a client complained because of he or she didn't like the food?
Many times. I guess you can't take that out of the restaurant industry kasi you can't satisfy everyone.
Yeah. You face the client, you yourself, personally, or let the manager or what?
Yeah. We face them sometimes. Sometimes we just let it go kasi it happens like mostly 3 times in a week na maalat.
Oh.
Yeah, kasi baka mababa yung panlasa or really can't say. Hindi ko na tinan yun. Titingin ako dun sa kasama ko. Dinagdagan mo ba yung asin? Hindi, tikman mo.
Sabotage.
Medyo mahirap din eh. Kasi
Now,
pag binalik, babayaran namin yan.
Oh, okay. Now, as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, what do you want to achieve?
Well, I want to achieve something I haven't achieved in a long time, like successful in the restaurant industry under our brand, under something we work really hard for, I guess. It's hard to go from restaurant to restaurant. So at least now, there's a new purpose that we have to fulfill. It's exciting.
Do you have no plans to open a new branch for Verdiview here in the Metro Manila?
That we'll have to talk to the owners about that.
Okay. But do you have also a say in terms of manage decisions?
Yeah.
As a chef, as a head chef.
Certainly, yeah. With the corroboration of the family. Kasi they own the restaurant. So there's many opinions on the table. We talk about it, discuss, and then the pros and cons. Whichever is good, then we opt for that option na lang.
Nakikialam ka rin ba sa purchasing ng mga like the meat, the gulay?
Primarily, ako yung nangungulit sa purchasing namin na maghanap ng magandang meat, magandang
fresher
price.
Gulay.
Yeah, fresh vegetables. Kasi may mga matitigas din ng ulo. Benta lang ng gulay, yung bulok nasa ilalim pala. Kailangan mo i-check talaga.
Nagagalit ka ba? Nagagalit ka ba sa mga assistants mo, sa sous chef mo? Do you get mad easily?
As of now, well, I don't have a sous chef now.
Okay. So how is Chef Chuck as a chef?
I'm a nice guy.
Okay.
But if you make the same mistake more than twice, unti-unti. May konti naman. May konti naman. Pero I'm a nice guy.
May napatanggal ka na ba?
I don't want to get into that.
No, I was just kidding. Now,
Wala,
chef,
wala.
what does it take to be a successful chef?
What does it take to be a successful chef?
Yes.
Dedication, discipline, consistency, number one.
Mhm.
And you have to be eccentric. I don't know how to explain.
Adventurous in your food?
Yeah, the thing that guides me every day in my
Uh-huh.
life is my love for food. That's the thing that guides me. So I can make decisions without thinking about it. I don't know, siguro it comes naturally lang siguro.
So do you experiment different food every day? Parang tikim-tikim? Do you do that?
Every week I do that once. Because now we're a bit busy now.
Mm.
We hired new line cooks. So medyo hands-on pa ng konti.
Mhm. Since you travel a lot every day, do you still find time to relax?
On my day off,
Which is today. I was told it's your day off.
A bottle of whiskey siguro. Okay na.
Okay. Now, on the lighter side, let's go to the dessert. How's Chef Shaq as a family man, even you're not working?
I can say na I'm still a bit fatigued from the previous day. When I wake up, I'm still a bit tired. But when I see my daughter, when I see my fiancée, Anne, nawawala rin pagod ko eh.
How much time do you spend with your family every day?
We do. We watch TV together. We play with the baby. Nagre-wrestling kami. We can't go out kasi.
Okay. Yeah, the little girl cannot go out yet.
Na lang tayo sa loob ng bahay.
How is Chef Chuck as a son?
I don't know how to answer that eh. I'll just say I'm a good boy.
Okay. Now, both sides of your family are known politicians. Do you have plans in the future, maybe try politics?
Not a chance siguro.
Not? Why? What's in politics you don't like?
To be honest answer or
Yes, of
something
course.
safe naman?
An
I grew
honest and safe answer.
I grew up kasi seeing politics as
Yes. Your dad ran, right, last election?
yeah, he did, and he lost. I'm really sorry about it. I guess it's something that's very magastos and at the same time very there are a lot of cheaters siguro, you can say.
Nobody is going to continue the legacy of your great grandfather.
No, I don't know. I'm sorry, Lolo. Magluluto na lang kami.
Is Miss Cory not encouraging you to try politics?
No.
No.
She doesn't see it in she just sees it in the kitchen for me, I guess.
Because everybody thought that she would run the past election and wala, hindi rin natuloy. Now, a little bit sensitive question. As I've mentioned a few minutes ago that your dad ran last election and he was supported by the mayor in the Sara. And then your uncle Kiko is the other side. How does it affect your closeness with your Aunt Sharon?
That's hard to answer. I guess they keep it professional. I guess they can set aside the politics from family. It's a tough topic for me to answer.
Oh, I understand. Now, as I have mentioned earlier, showbiz is not for you. How about hosting a cooking show? Would that be a better thing? The
Sounds
closest.
good. Sounds good. Just as long as they cover the cameras, no?
Why?
No, I guess it's okay. That would be a lot of fun.
Now, your mom paints. Didn't she
Uh-huh.
encourage you to try painting too?
We did paint together a
Oh.
couple of times.
Mhm.
Kaso pag kinumpare mo yung painting ko sa kanya, parang ang layo talaga eh.
You didn't even try modeling, commercial modeling?
No,
You did?
no. My mom encouraged me to do some,
Oo.
to audition for some commercials. I said, good luck with that.
Now, which side of the family tree has influenced you more on of who you are now?
A little bit of both.
Okay. What do you
Little
get
bit.
from the one aside the other side? From the Cunetas, what good traits have you
Good traits. I was raised as a cowboy. Hindi kasi ako maarte. Hindi ako maarte. I'm really down to earth. That's what I got from them. And from my mom's side, I learned discipline, manners. Well, I don't know.
Finesse?
Finesse, wala akong finesse eh.
Most of the time when nakikita kayo ni Miss Sharon, does she advise you something or tell you something regarding your...
The last time I
Your-
saw her was 2 Christmases ago.
What?
Yeah, kasi we're a bit busy now, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I'm busy with work also, and then my dad's busy with something, so no time to get together siguro. Maybe
Yeah.
in the near coming years to come siguro.
Yeah.
Everyone has time na.
When everything back to normal, I guess.
Sana malapit na.
Oo nga yeah. Now, if there's one thing you like being a chef, what is this?
It's exciting to wake up in the morning learning something new. And pasensya, humahaba.
Would you encourage young people to be a chef?
If they have it in their heart, if they love to eat, if you're a foodie, then maybe you can cook.
Okay.
Anyone can
That's
cook.
Miss Anne, she cooks too?
Oh, she cooks very good food.
Oh, really? She Anong favorite niyong food na niluluto niya?
Favorite ko, lahat eh, no?
Anyway, any message to our viewers and your future patrons?
I like cooking, and if you like cooking, pursue your passion. I guess you can call it that. Don't be afraid to try new things, and you will get by every day. If you love food, food will take you places also. And for me, it's been a long and difficult journey, but we're getting there also.
Invite them to your restos.
Please come and try ang pinaka-masarap na Mang Cesar's lechon, manok and baka. Soon to come, baboy.
Where is that? Anywhere. In
It's
Ortigas?
Pioneer Street Market.
In Ortigas,
Manila.
that area.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can
And the
deliver
Verdi,
also. Yeah.
and the Verdi View in
And
Tagaytay.
Verde View Restaurant in Tagaytay, Nasugbu, in Alfonso. Please come and experience a new dining atmosphere and delicious food.
Mhm. Thank you. On that note, thank you very much once again
Thank
for
you
joining
very much.
us.
Thank
And
you
good
for
luck to
having
your
me.
restos and your future endeavors. And
Okay.
have a prosperous 2021. And
You
keep
too.
safe always. Thank
You
you, thank
too.
you, thank you very
Keep
much.
safe. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye. Folks, once again, thank you for watching our show tonight. And I hope you enjoyed his views. And hopefully, you've been inspired with his story and insights in life. But before we go, I would like to thank some wonderful friends for their valuable support. To Edgar Soriano of Edgar Soriano Hair and Makeup Studio, located at Edgar Soriano Hair and Makeup Studio, located Barrio Capitolio in Pasig. And to his amiable staff, Noy, Mel, and senior stylist, Mr. J and Eric, thank you very much. To Teleda Peña Walin and her sons, the Barbers Brothers, Earl, Cupid, and Nino of Bayud Boutique Resort in the beautiful island of Siargao, and to Rainier Barbers of Tipsy P Gastropub, try their yummy boneless crispy pata, and to Bobby Barbers II, thank you for the setup. To my relatives and friends in Sambuanguita, Negros Oriental, hi to Councilors Renee Trinidad and KK and Mina Baltimore. Take care always. And hi to Ezu, Ladybell Amores of 98.5 RKFM, and to the hardworking station manager, Maria Desiree Adanza, and to the lovely hairstylist of Sefa Banwa and the talented makeup artist and online singing master, Madam Menfi Barbie Aladad. Amping mo mga igsuon. And hi to Harley Mamigo, Bebot Navarro, Ars Trinidad, Leia Diaz Delfino, and to the lovely couple Karim and Beata Jose Galinato and their kids of Golden Pages Publishing. Ingat mga igsuon. And hi to Madam Daday Credo of 4th Estate Elementary School and to her co-teachers. Keep safe always. And to my relatives and friends in Davao, the Labad Villalba family, the Lancer Labad of Malalag, to Gardy Labad, to Elba Labad and her sons, Franz and Alan, keep safe always. And hi to Desiree Canoy, Susan Palad, and Lorenzo Balidi of Digos City. And Madam Claudia Sanchez of Ormoc City, take care always. And to my relatives and friends in Oroquieta City, Misamis Occidental, hi to John Archie Bessin of Food Fabulous Diner, located along Uzami Street, Oroquieta City, fronting Jollibee. And to SMC Batch 77 led me, Madam Ana Lusuan, take care and more power. And belated happy birthday to this Kalipusan Pilon. And hi to Carla Salvania of the Rouge Salon in Cagayan de Oro City. Till next week as we venture into more exciting stories, not only in showbiz and pageantry, but all bits and pieces in all corners of the archipelago. Maayong gabi sa inyong tanan. Stay safe everyone and see you till then.